In the quaint town of Willow Brook, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, a young man named Ethan Barnes awoke to a world that seemed subtly askew. It began with a flicker, a mere momentary lapse in reality that left him disoriented and questioning his sanity. But as the days passed, these fleeting moments of dissonance grew more frequent, pulling at the edges of his perception like threads unraveling from a tapestry. Haunted by visions of places he had never been and faces he had never seen, Ethan embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to unravel the mysteries that shrouded his existence. Little did he know that his quest for truth would lead him down a path fraught with danger and intrigue, where the boundaries between past, present, and future blurred with each passing moment. As Ethan delved deeper into the enigma of his newfound abilities, he uncovered a secret society of temporal manipulators known as the Time Weavers, guardians of the very fabric of reality itself. Guided by their enigmatic leader, the venerable chronomancer, Ethan began to unravel the tangled threads of his destiny, forging alliances and confronting adversaries as he sought to master the art of time weaving. But with each revelation came new challenges, and Ethan soon found himself embroiled in a conflict that spanned centuries, a battle for control over the very essence of time. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Ethan must harness the power within him and embrace his destiny as the chosen time weaver, or risk plunging the world into eternal chaos. As Ethan grappled with the enormity of his newfound abilities, he sought solace in the wisdom of the chronomancer, whose ancient knowledge of time and space offered glimpses into the mysteries of the past. Together, they embarked on a journey through the annals of history, traversing epochs and eras in search of answers to the questions that plagued Ethan's mind. From the majestic courts of ancient Egypt to the blood-soaked battlefields of medieval Europe, Ethan witnessed the ebb and flow of human civilization, marveling at the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. But amidst the tapestry of human history, darker forces lurked in the shadows, threatening to unravel the very fabric of reality itself. As Ethan delved deeper into the secrets of the past, he uncovered a sinister conspiracy that spanned centuries, a cabal of rogue time weavers hell-bent on rewriting history to suit their own nefarious ends. Led by the malevolent temporal sorcerer, they sought to unleash chaos upon the world, erasing entire civilizations from existence and reshaping the course of destiny itself. Determined to thwart their plans, Ethan and the chronomancer raced against time itself, gathering allies and forging alliances with unlikely allies in their quest to stop the sorcerer's machinations. But as the stakes grew ever higher and the forces arrayed against them multiplied, Ethan realized that the key to victory lay not in brute force, but in the power of knowledge and understanding. Armed with the wisdom of the ages and the courage of his convictions, Ethan prepared to confront his greatest challenge yet, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. For in the realm of the time weaver, every choice has consequences, and the line between hero and villain is often blurred beyond recognition. As Ethan delves deeper into his training with the Time Weavers, he begins to grasp the fundamental principles that govern the fabric of time itself. Guided by the chronomancer's sage wisdom, he learns to perceive time not as a linear progression, but as a vast tapestry woven from countless threads of possibility. Through rigorous study and practice, Ethan hones his skills in manipulating the temporal currents, bending them to his will with a precision that belies his newfound abilities. But as he delves deeper into the mysteries of temporal manipulation, he soon discovers that with great power comes great responsibility, for every alteration made to the fabric of time carries with it unforeseen consequences, ripple effects that reverberate across the ages like waves upon a vast ocean. As Ethan grapples with the ethical implications of his actions, he must tread carefully, lest he inadvertently unleash forces beyond his control. Yet despite the dangers that lurk at every turn, Ethan remains undaunted in his quest for mastery over time. For he knows that only by embracing the full extent of his powers can he hope to stand against the forces of darkness that threaten to consume the world. As Ethan's training with the Time Weavers continues, he begins to unravel the tangled threads of destiny that bind him to the tapestry of time. Through a series of cryptic visions and prophetic dreams, he glimpses fragments of the future, each one offering a tantalizing glimpse of what lies ahead. But with each vision comes a sense of foreboding, a nagging doubt that threatens to undermine Ethan's confidence in his own abilities. For the future is a fickle thing, shaped by the choices of countless individuals, each one weaving their own thread into the fabric of time. Determined to seize control of his own destiny, Ethan embarks on a quest to uncover the truth behind the visions that haunt him, seeking answers in the most unlikely of places. Along the way, he encounters allies and adversaries alike, each one holding a piece of the puzzle that will ultimately determine the fate of the world. As Ethan navigates the treacherous currents of fate, he comes to realize that the key to unlocking the mysteries of the future lies not in glimpsing what is to come, but in understanding the choices that shape the present. For in the end, it is not the threads of destiny that bind us, but the choices we make along the way. In the wake of a catastrophic temporal anomaly, Ethan and the Time Weavers find themselves facing a crisis of unprecedented proportions. As rifts in the fabric of time threaten to tear the world asunder, they must race against the clock to restore balance before it is too late. But as they delve deeper into the heart of the anomaly, they uncover a shocking truth that shakes them to their core. For the source of the disturbance lies not in some distant corner of the universe, but within the very ranks of their own order. Betrayed by one of their own, Ethan and his companions find themselves locked in a desperate struggle for survival, battling enemies from without and within as they seek to uncover the truth behind the anomaly. Yet with each revelation comes a new mystery, each one more confounding than the last. As the fate of the world hangs in the balance, Ethan must confront his greatest challenge yet, knowing that the choices he makes in the heat of battle will shape the course of history for generations to come. For in the realm of the Time Weaver, the line between friend and foe is often blurred beyond recognition, and the true test of character lies not in what one can accomplish, but in what one is willing to sacrifice for the greater good. With the fabric of time in turmoil, Ethan and his companions embark on a timeless quest to restore balance to the universe. Guided by the wisdom of the chronomancer, they journey to the farthest reaches of the cosmos, seeking out ancient artifacts and lost knowledge that hold the key to unraveling the mysteries of the temporal anomalies. But their quest is fraught with peril, as they encounter dangers beyond imagining and adversaries bent on thwarting their every move. From the depths of the abyss to the heights of the heavens, Ethan and his companions must navigate treacherous terrain and overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles if they are to succeed in their mission. Yet amid the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope shines through, a beacon of light in the darkest of nights. For as Ethan and his companions draw closer to their goal, they come to realize that the power to reshape the future lies not in the hands of the few, but in the hearts of the many. Armed with courage and determination, they press onward, knowing that the fate of the world rests on their shoulders alone. For in the realm of the Time Weaver, true heroes are forged not in the fires of battle, but in the crucible of adversity, where every trial and tribulation serves to strengthen their resolve and steel their hearts against the encroaching darkness. As Ethan and his companions continue their journey through the depths of time, they find themselves haunted by echoes of eternity, whispers from the past and future alike that beckon them ever onward. Drawn inexorably towards their destiny, they press forward, heedless of the dangers that lurk around every corner, but as they delve deeper into the mysteries of the temporal anomalies, they come to realize that the forces arrayed against them are more formidable than they could have ever imagined. For in the shadows of the past, a dark power stirs, its malevolent gaze fixed upon the world of men and the threads of destiny that bind it together. Determined to confront this ancient evil, Ethan and his companions steel themselves for battle, knowing that the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With each step they take, they draw closer to their final confrontation, their resolve unshakable and their spirits undaunted by the trials that lie ahead, for in the end, it is not the strength of arms or the might of magic that will determine the outcome of their struggle, but the power of friendship and the bonds of fellowship that bind them together. United in purpose and unwavering in their determination, they stand ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold, knowing that together, they are stronger than any force the universe can muster. As Ethan and his companions draw closer to their goal, they find themselves beset by rifts in reality, fault lines that threaten to tear the very fabric of existence asunder. With each passing moment, the barriers between worlds grow ever weaker, allowing malevolent forces to slip through the cracks and wreak havoc upon the world. Determined to stem the tide of chaos, Ethan and his companions rally to the defense of the innocent, battling demons and monsters from beyond the veil in a desperate bid to hold back the encroaching darkness. But as the rifts multiply and the forces of evil gather strength, they realize that their task may be more difficult than they ever imagined, for in the heart of the maelstrom, a greater threat looms, one that threatens to consume the world in eternal darkness and usher in an age of despair. With time running out and the stakes higher than ever, Ethan and his companions must confront their greatest fears and overcome their darkest doubts if they are to stand any chance of victory. But even as they steel themselves for the final battle, they know that the true test lies not in the strength of their swords or the power of their magic, but in the resilience of their spirits and the purity of their hearts. For in the end, it is not the battles we win or the enemies we defeat that define us, but the choices we make and the sacrifices we are willing to endure for the greater good. As the rifts in reality threaten to engulf the world in chaos, Ethan and his companions seek aid from the guardians of Chronos, ancient beings tasked with safeguarding the very essence of time itself. With their help, they hope to seal the rifts and restore balance to the universe before it is too late, but the Guardians are a reclusive and enigmatic race, and gaining their trust proves to be no easy task. As Ethan and his companions navigate the treacherous labyrinth of the Guardians' domain, they must confront trials and tribulations unlike any they have faced before, testing their courage and resolve to the breaking point. Yet amid the darkness, a glimmer of hope shines through, as Ethan discovers a bond with the Guardians that transcends time and space. Together, they stand united against the forces of darkness, determined to protect the world from the coming storm. As Ethan and his companions press onward in their quest to seal the rifts in reality, they find themselves ensnared in a web of illusions and deceit. Haunted by visions of their deepest fears and darkest desires, they must navigate a labyrinth of lies and half-truths in order to find the path to salvation. But the veil of illusions is a formidable foe, capable of distorting reality itself and turning friends into enemies in the blink of an eye. As Ethan struggles to discern fact from fiction, he comes to realize that the true enemy lies not without, but within, the doubts and insecurities that threaten to consume him from the inside out. With each step forward, Ethan and his companions draw closer to the heart of the illusion, where the source of their torment lies in wait. But to confront their foe, they must first confront their own inner demons, casting aside their fears and embracing the truth that lies at the core of their being, for in the realm of the Time Weaver, nothing is as it seems, and even the most ordinary of circumstances can hide a world of danger and deceit. Only by remaining steadfast in the face of adversity can Ethan and his companions hope to emerge victorious, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering in the face of the unknown. As Ethan and his companions continue their journey through the ever-shifting sands of time, they find themselves drawn inexorably towards their final confrontation with the forces of darkness. With each passing moment, the world grows ever more unstable, as the rifts in reality threaten to tear it apart at the seams, but amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope shines through, as Ethan discovers a power within himself unlike any he has ever known. With the sands of time at his command, he embarks on a desperate bid to seal the rifts and restore balance to the universe before it is too late, but the forces arrayed against him are formidable indeed, and Ethan soon finds himself locked in a battle for the very fate of existence itself. With the sands of time slipping through his fingers, he must draw upon every ounce of strength and courage he possesses in order to emerge victorious, for in the end, it is not the power of magic or the strength of arms that will determine the outcome of their struggle, but the strength of the human spirit and the bonds of friendship that bind them together. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Ethan and his companions stand united against the forces of darkness, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. As the battle against the forces of darkness reaches its climax, Ethan and his companions find themselves facing their greatest challenge yet, the Timekeeper's dilemma. Tasked with maintaining the delicate balance of time itself, they must confront the ultimate paradox: to save the world, they must risk unraveling the very fabric of reality, but the Timekeeper is a capricious and enigmatic entity, whose motives remain shrouded in mystery. As Ethan and his companions seek to unravel the secrets of the Timekeeper's domain, they uncover a truth more shocking than they could have ever imagined, a truth that threatens to tear their very souls asunder, for in the heart of the Timekeeper's realm lies a choice that will shape the course of destiny for generations to come. To save the world, Ethan and his companions must sacrifice everything they hold dear, risking their own lives and the lives of those they love in order to secure a future free from darkness and despair. Yet even as they grapple with the enormity of their decision, they know that there can be no turning back. For in the realm of the Time Weaver, every choice has consequences, and the path to salvation is fraught with peril. As the rifts in reality widen and the fabric of time begins to unravel, Ethan and his companions find themselves trapped in a web of fractured timelines, each one more perilous than the last. With each passing moment, the world grows ever more unstable, as echoes from the past and future collide in a cataclysmic clash of wills, but amid the chaos and confusion, a glimmer of hope shines through, as Ethan discovers a way to mend the rifts and restore balance to the universe. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, he embarks on a desperate quest to reunite the fractured timelines and seal the rifts once and for all. Yet the forces arrayed against him are formidable indeed, and Ethan soon finds himself locked in a battle against time itself. With the very fabric of reality hanging in the balance, he must draw upon every ounce of strength and courage he possesses in order to emerge victorious, for in the end, it is not the power of magic or the strength of arms that will determine the outcome of their struggle, but the resilience of the human spirit and the bonds of friendship that bind them together. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Ethan and his companions stand united against the forces of darkness, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. As Ethan and his companions draw closer to their final confrontation with the forces of darkness, they find themselves haunted by shadows of the future, visions of a world consumed by chaos and despair. With each passing moment, the darkness grows ever more palpable, threatening to engulf them in its suffocating embrace, but amid the gloom and despair, a glimmer of hope shines through, as Ethan discovers a way to turn the tide of battle in their favor. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, he embarks on a desperate quest to uncover the truth behind the shadows and confront the source of their power, yet the journey is fraught with peril, as Ethan and his companions encounter enemies more fearsome than they could have ever imagined. From the depths of the abyss to the heights of the heavens, they must confront their darkest fears and overcome their deepest doubts if they are to emerge victorious, for in the end, it is not the power of magic or the strength of arms that will determine the outcome of their struggle, but the strength of the human spirit and the bonds of friendship that bind them together. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Ethan and his companions stand united against the forces of darkness, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. In the heart of the maelstrom, as the forces of light and darkness clash in a cataclysmic battle for the fate of the world, Ethan and his companions stand united against the encroaching tide of despair. With the very fabric of reality hanging in the balance, they must confront their greatest fears and overcome their darkest doubts if they are to emerge victorious. But as the battle rages on, Ethan comes to realize that the true source of power lies not in the strength of arms or the might of magic, but in the resilience of the human spirit and the bonds of friendship that bind them together. With each passing moment, he draws strength from the knowledge that he is not alone, that his companions stand by his side, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. As the final confrontation looms on the horizon, Ethan knows that the fate of the world rests in his hands alone. With the power of the Time Weaver coursing through his veins, he steps forward to meet his destiny, knowing that the choices he makes in the heat of battle will shape the course of history for generations to come. With every blow struck and every spell cast, Ethan and his companions draw closer to victory, their spirits undaunted by the trials and tribulations that lie ahead. For in the end, it is not the battles we win or the enemies we defeat that define us, but the courage and conviction with which we face the challenges of our time. And so, as the dust settles and the echoes of battle fade into memory, Ethan stands triumphant, his companions by his side, their bond stronger than ever before. For in the realm of the Time Weaver, the cycle of eternity continues unabated, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity and the enduring power of hope. Thus concludes The Time Weaver, Chronicles of Temporal Shifts, a tale of courage and sacrifice, of love that transcends centuries, and of the eternal struggle between light and darkness. May its lessons endure for generations to come, inspiring all who hear its words to embrace their destiny and forge their own path through the sands of time.